Hey everyone, welcome back to Genai's Gamedeals News. I'm your host Genai, and wow, do we have a loaded episode for you today. We are kicking things off with one of the most jaw-dropping deals I've seen in a while. According to CheapShark, Hitman, Blood Money is currently sitting at just 99 cents on Steam. That's right, less than $1 for one of the most beloved stealth games ever made. If you've somehow never played it, Blood Money is widely considered the peak of the classic Hitman formula. Creative assassinations, brilliant level design, and that iconic bald guy in a suit doing what he does best. And while we're on the subject of Hitman deals, CheapShark is also flagging Hitman 2, Silent Assassin on Steam for just 89 cents. So for under $2, you can grab two legendary entries in the franchise. These prices are absolutely wild. Don't sleep on this one. Alright, moving right along. If you're a fan of massive monster-slaying adventures, this next one is going to make your day. CheapShark has flagged that Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, the massive expansion to one of Capcom's best-selling games ever, is down to just $5.10 over at GreenManGaming. If you already own the base game, this is essentially a no-brainer. Iceborne added a massive new continent, a whole new tier of monsters, and dozens of hours of content. At full price, this thing used to run $30 to $40. $5 is basically theft. And with Monster Hunter Wilds generating so much buzz right now, jumping into Iceborne is a fantastic way to experience one of the best entries in the series before, or while, you explore the latest installment. Seriously, grab this one fast. Now buckle up, because this next segment is a big one. CheapShark is reporting a wave of Ubisoft titles hitting serious discounts over at GreenManGaming, and there are a ton of options here depending on what you're into. Starting with Far Cry 5 Gold Edition is down to $12.15. Far Cry 6 Deluxe Edition is $18, and Far Cry 6 Gold Edition is $22.50. If you haven't jumped into Far Cry 6 yet, it's a visually stunning open-world shooter with a ton of content. Then there's the Ghost Recon lineup. Ghost Recon Wildlands Year 2 Gold Edition is $14.40, and the Ultimate Edition is $21.60. Ghost Recon Breakpoint Gold Edition is $18. And rounding things out, Watch Dogs fans are also in luck. Watch Dogs 2 Gold Edition is $10.80. Watch Dogs Legion Deluxe is $9.45. And if you want the full Legion experience, the Ultimate Edition is $21.60. That is a ridiculous amount of open-world gaming for very little money. Links for all of these are in the description. Next up, great news for RPG fans. CheapShark has flagged that Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition has dropped to just $5.99. And here's the cool part. That price is available on both Steam and GOG simultaneously. So whether you prefer your library DRM-free on GOG or tied to your Steam account, you've got options. For those who don't know, Divinity Original Sin is the game that basically launched Larian Studios into the stratosphere, the same studio that later made Baldur's Gate 3. This enhanced edition features deep turn-based tactical combat, co-op support, and a richly detailed world. If you've been meaning to work your way through Larian's back catalog before or after BG3, now is the perfect time to pick this up for the price of a coffee. Horror fans, this one's for you. CheapShark is reporting that GreenManGaming has bundled together Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition and Resident Evil Village Gold Edition for just $17.60. That is two complete, critically acclaimed horror experiences with all their DLC included, for under $18 total. Resident Evil 7 revitalized the entire franchise by going first-person and delivering one of the most genuinely terrifying horror games in years. Village then took that formula and expanded it in wild, dramatic directions with incredible set pieces and a villain that basically broke the internet. Both games also include their Gold Edition content, meaning you're getting the full story and extra episodes. This is an absolutely elite bundle for any survival horror fan. Fighting game fans, don't look away. CheapShark has spotted Guilty Gear Xrd Sign dropping to just $3, and this deal is available at both GamersGate and GameBillet, so you've got your pick of storefronts. Guilty Gear Xrd Sign is from Arc System Works, and it's one of the most visually stunning 2D fighters ever made. The way they pulled off that anime art style using 3D models is still jaw-dropping to this day. If you want to dive into the Guilty Gear lore before jumping into Strive, or you're just looking for a high-skill fighting game that rewards dedication, $3 is an absolute steal for this one. And finally, let's wrap things up with a quick-fire round of indie deals, all spotted via CheapShark over at GameBillet. First up, Trolley Problem Incorporated is sitting at just 83 cents. It's a quirky philosophical puzzle game that puts a comedic spin on the famous trolley problem thought experiment. Genuinely one of the most unique concepts in recent indie gaming. Then there's Aces and Adventures at $1.45, a deck-building RPG that blends card game mechanics with dungeon crawling, and it has surprisingly strong reviews. Recipe for Disaster comes in at $3.24. It's a restaurant management sim with a lot of depth and charm. And rounding out the indie section, The Holy Gosh Darn is available for $2.95, a narrative adventure game with a very unique visual style. For interesting indie games for a combined total of under $9. Not bad at all. All links are in the description below.